Hi, my wonderful people. How are you doing? How have you been? Are you still watching? Are you still subscribing? So I'm still in Nakuru County and I'm visiting a dog lover, and definitely I'll let him introduce himself later. So he has some awesome Boerboels. I'll let you see for yourself. So keep watching, keep subscribing. Do not forget to hit the notification bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. I'm your girl Linda Kenyita, and this is Dog TV Kenya, the best documentary channel for all dog lovers. Mister, welcome to the show and kindly introduce yourself.
I'm Ezekiel from Nakuru. I'm a dog breeder. My kennel name, I think I should call it Ezzie kennel. Yeah, I've been breeding for the dog for the last about 8 years. Yeah, I do breed Boerboels, German Shepherds. Although I'm planning to extend my kennel with new breeds. Yeah.
Okay. So 8 years of dog keeping. Why dogs?
I do love dogs. I think they are my best company. Yeah.
So you introduce me to your dogs and tell me something about that dog.
This is my favorite male. He's called Texas. Yeah, 5 years. This is a female. He's called Becky, 6 years. Yeah. They're still Boerboels. That's a breed on female, 10 months. The other one is a male, 1 year, 1 month. That is Hogan. This is called Maya.
Maya, the brindle.
The brindle.
Okay.
Hi. This is a crossbreed, Ridgeback and a Boerboel. The name is Sylvia.
How old?
2 years.
So she's the one you're telling me is her for security?
Yeah, this is for security. Here the Shepherd puppies. These are pedigrees, registered. Yeah, they are 2 months old. They are 2 months old. This is their mother, Chariot, registered one. The other one is a puppy, 7 months, male. He's called Kai, that's Chariot. Yeah. The next one, this is a crossbreed between a Doberman and a Boerboel. 1 year. She's called Debbie. This is a Boerboel. Female, 3 years, is called Sry. Yeah.
Your main focus, I can say, it's Boerboels and German Shepherds. Why the two breeds?
The Boerboels, I love them for the size, for the security. The Shepherd, due to demand.
We meet a lot of German Shepherds. People love the German Shepherds, I think, because they say, the police dog, we want the police dog. Okay. Now, when it comes to feeding Boerboels, like, you see, they're massive dogs. What's your diet for them?
Rice and meat, alternative pellets. Yeah.
With dogs, is it something that you've always loved since you were young, or is it something that you picked up growing and seeing other dog lovers?
I've always have that love for the dogs, because before I started the pedigrees, I had the rock ones.
Now, when it comes to the dogs and now they're fit, how do you maintain their fitness?
Exercise, I take them walk. Yeah, sometimes I leave them here outside to play around. Yeah.
Let's talk about this. The temperature around here, it's around 11 and it's hot. I can't. Hey, 1 minute in the sun, I feel like, like how do the dogs adapt to this kind of heat?
After feeding, you must give them water. At least it helps to cool down. And then you can see the kennel have the structure of the kennel. There is a shade where they can go and rest. Yeah.
Now, the other things, we have this big boy here panting a lot. And then we have those others, like panting a little bit and the tongue is out. What is that? I haven't been to a place where all the dogs are panting and all the tongues are out.
The temperature is high. They tend to cool their body with the tongue. They fold the tongue and they take it out in the knee. When the tongue is out, the tongue becomes cold. Then it's a way of cooling the body.
Yo, people, tongues out. Body cooling mechanisms for dogs. These things we are studying, we are learning. Now, when it comes to dogs, what experience have you had with new dog owners wanting to acquire dogs? Have you ever had a time when like somebody has taken a puppy and then they're not able to take care of it, and what happens?
I follow my dogs. When I sell you a puppy, I make sure I try to follow it if you're taking good care of him or her. I have a female which at the end is called Sry. I had given someone who was unable to take care of her. I took it back. I give them the money back. Yeah.
Wow. So what's your advice when somebody is taking a puppy now? What's your advice do you give like to ensure that that puppy is well kept where it's going? You should
do a good research on the breed you want to take care of. Like for Boerboels, they eat heavy. Yeah. For Boerboels, for the new breeders, the big challenge is feeding. Yeah. And that's how you get most breeders have German Shepherd, because about 3-4 Shepherds, that's one feeding for one Boerboel.
And I'm thinking, people, this is where if you're a dog lover and you think about getting a dog, it's your first time getting a dog. You want a particular breed, you need to do your research. You need to understand that breed well. We say do not get a dog just because your buddies are getting dogs. Get a dog for a purpose. I've had that one today. Get a dog for a purpose. And when it comes to challenges, have you faced any kind of health challenges with taking care of dogs?
Yeah. Dry season, you get the outbreak of ticks. So the dog gets infected with tick fever. And sometimes if you don't treat at an early stage, it can die. Yeah.
I know, actually, that leads to my next question, because pests, fleas, huku ni mchanga, how do you control that?
I wash them about daily. You must clean the kennels, you must wash them with shampoo. Yeah. And then this where place there is a lot of sand. You try to disinfect, or you use pesticide to spray to kill if there is.
Now, for the 8 years that you've been keeping dogs, what have been your challenges? Come across challenges, Gani? And at the same time, when you talk about challenges, I'm very sure there are also some rewards. So when you talk about the challenges that you've come across, and also
there's pseudo pregnancy. You give the dog to the male. After being served, it doesn't conceive. Sometimes it gives birth, the puppy dies. Yeah. Sometimes you get the Boerboels, they feed a lot. So sometimes the feeding inakuwa ngumu. It's a must you give them the proteins, a lot of protein to build up. Yeah.
Okay.
For the Boerboels, you get when the female is too heavy, they sleep on the puppies and then they dies. Sometimes you get a female which don't have milk. So you need to use the artificial, ile tits, ile ya mtoto. You try to buy a milk goat, or you try to come up with an alternative. Sometimes unapata the puppies in about 3-4 months. There's a disease which is called Boerboel. It's very dangerous. Yeah, it can save up a whole litter. So you need to vaccine the puppies with the Boerboel. At the same age, there's another infection, which the stomach infection with the puppies. Where you get, when the puppies they are almost starting to feed, they start rattling. If the mother takes maybe a meat, eat it, then the puppy try to kulamba if so, na get infection. It has almost the same signs with the parvo. So you can try to treat the parvo, but there is the deworming for the puppies. So you get the puppies at that age, your age 1 month, parvo, deworming, and that infection ya tumbo. Yeah. So you need to take care of the puppy. Another challenge where you get because you have a lot of dogs, you get some, when it comes to feeding, they feed heavy, and then when you try to take an alternative, like maybe you don't have money to buy the meat or the pellets, you get, when you try to cook like ugali, the dog, yani umbwa anakuwa mnyonge, anakonda, ana lose weight. Yeah. So your time to manage about the feeding, you need to be at least prepared vizuri. Yeah.
Let me ask, before upate pedigree, the pedigree dogs uliwanga the local breeds, what's the difference between having those local dogs and now having these dogs?
The local dogs, they are good for security. Around the local breeds, they are very small, so people want the size. Yeah.
People want big dogs. Now you have 2 crossbreeds which you got as puppies. Like, do you know, was that accidental or did somebody willingly cross?
The owner wanted that cross, so I had to take 1 puppy for my compound for security.
Yeah. So there are people who are willingly look at, these are Boerboel, these are, and then they look at them like, let's see. Really? So like, let's talk about now when the cross, the Ridgeback and the Boerboel. What's the temperament like?
It's a good security dog. It got the size, very aggressive. Yeah. You don't compare the Boerboel. The drive itself is very aggressive. Yeah, than the Boerboels.
So how? Because one thing I understand about these dogs is that you have to keep tracks of the temperaments and all that before like, let's say somebody crosses. What are the things they look at before they say, let me take this one and try?
Some people just look for the crosses. Those guys we look at the size. I have a female Rottweiler and I've seen a good boar. Let me cross and see the outcome. For the Rottweiler, the color maybe, and then the temperament. You see, now if they cross, they get something which is trainable, because the Boerboels ni vichwa ngumu kidogo. Yeah.
Okay. I'm still trying to understand the crosses, so it's quite interesting and something I kind of tend to think a lot when I go back, like why not have this? If you're looking for a nice trainable dog, why don't you just get that one that is easily trainable?
Like, those people, like the shepherd. You see, a certain shepherd got that intelligence. If it is a pure breed, if you go to the history, you get that shepherd is very sharp, very aggressive. It got the drive. And then there's some shepherd, there's very docile, ni waoga. Yeah. So you get to take that shepherd, maybe you like the color of the shepherd, you cross maybe the shepherd is huge and docile. So you see, maybe you got a Rottweiler which is small and very aggressive and it's trainable. So you cross them, you get something which is big, which is trainable.
Nice explanation. Nice. So as we come to the end of this interview, what would be your advice to dog lovers out there?
I think they should do a good research in terms of feeding. If you see the Mastiff, these the big dogs, maybe like Boerboels, like St. Bernard, Caucasian, they feed around, so you should be well prepared to feed. You should check on maybe the vaccines, deworming, like grooming, about the maybe shampoo, yeah. And then where you place your kennel should with a lot of space, yeah. So
do your research.
Yeah.
Now, is the Boerboel your ultimate breed, or do you have another dream breed that you'd want to have that you haven't owned yet?
I think I love Boerboels. The only breed which I'm planning to have, either Caucasian or St. Bernard. Yeah.
Now, people, I'm coming to the end of this interview. It's been nice. I've seen the thing about dogs. Every time I go to a new place, I find a new dog that I like. Like now with the Boerboels here, this mask. It was called a mask. Is it a mask? This mask, I haven't seen this mask before. So that's something new for me. So you get to see that, like, there's a lot, it's the variety. So every time I go to a kennel, I find that dog that I fall in love with. And today, it's this big boy here, this big boy, because of even the mask. So it's been awesome. It's been wonderful. I'm your girl, Linda Kenyita, and this is Dog TV Kenya, the best documentary channel for all dog lovers. Keep watching, keep subscribing, and do not forget to hit the notification bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. And also, if you think about partnering with us, you can always send us an email to kenyadogtv@gmail.com, and also you can send me a DM through all our social media handles. That is Dog TV Kenya. Bye. Until the next one. See you.